Okay, so we're here in koyasan, and here's a line of statues of various deities within Shingon Buddhism. And what we want to do is attune our awareness to each deity and give homage to the deity. And the way we do this is the same way we draw a magic circle of infinity in prayer around ourselves when we practice. We put that prayer of infinity around the base of the statue. So we mentally draw a circle, we relax into the infinity quality, we connect to our connection to divinity, we enter into the earth underneath, and then from the earth we invite the earth energies up through the statue. We collect all the emotions that exist that people projected into the statue. So we relax through the astral, relax through the mental and the spirit, and then you just relax those energies up, up, up through the crown, and you visualize a sun above the crown. Now you can connect to Dainichi Norai, Mahavira Kana Buddha. But in this case, I'm just going to go straight up to the sun sphere and raise that energy up. And as I do this within the statue, I want to sense it within myself as well, that I'm raising energies up from the ground, up through the three bodies, up through the crown, up through Akasha into the light of the sun. And then from the light of the sun, I make a prayer, a blessing, that the spirit of the sun will bless the dharmas and bring good luck to every person who stands in front of this statue and prays to it. And to anyone who enters into a reverent state will connect to the sun sphere, and that blessing will pass through the heart of the statue to the heart of the individual. And those intentions, those prayers, you align them, you relax them through, you condense them into the statue, and you saturate the statue with energy. Then you look at the aura of the statue and you look at the work that you've just done. What effect did you produce before and after the exercise? Then you make a prayer to close off, and then you move on to the next statue. So when I move to the next one, I draw a magic circle around the base, and the magic circle, I move into an infinity state in that circle, the same circle I put around myself when I pray, when I do evocational work. Once I have the magic circle established, I go through infinity into the ground. I invite the spirit of earth to bring the ground and gravity forces up through the statue, through the vital field, through the astral field, through the mental field, and I relax all the lower energies to the higher, to the sun sphere above the crown. And then I invite the sun energy back down through the crown. I feel it within myself as I feel it within the statue, and bring that energy through the heart of the astral, of the space of the statue, of the physical, and I invite that deity that this statue represents from the sun sphere to bring its light into the statue. Now here I can place any prayers that are appropriate for whatever effects are to be had on whoever prays in front of the statue, for blessings, good luck, understanding of the Dharma, and so forth. If you have a good intellectual understanding of what each deity represents, you would make prayers relevant to that deity as you do this exercise. Then you seal the energy in. Now as you seal the energy in, you pray for that energy to release for appropriate people who have reverence towards the statue. Then you continue to the next. Now as you raise the lower energies to the higher, after you've drawn your magic circle and you're up in the sun sphere and you're connected to Buddha's light realm, where these deities center of gravity of spirit exists within the light of release that leads to Nibbana. Within that space, you can spend time just residing, sitting the mind, resting, understanding, learning about the Dharma before you bring that light back down. So going into that state and being supported by the spiritual environment gives you a very high quality learning experience when you raise all those energies up into the light of the sun, into these Dharma realms. And as you raise the energy up, let it go to where it wants. Each one of these Buddhas have different teachings, they have different Dharma realms, they have different Buddha light realms they're connected to, and you want to just reside your mind within those light realms. If you've done your training correctly, you've worked through the initiation process, you've opened up the psychic gates, you've become sensitive to feeling energy, to seeing energy, to hearing the spiritual world, and you have a good on-off switch to switch those skills on and off. When you do this exercise, it's a very spiritually intensive saturation of information, energy, and purification. So in your effort and desire to purify the lower energies and raise them to the higher, to the sun sphere, and bring light back down through the statue, you're basically having that done to you. By you putting your mind in that space and releasing and raising up, energy within you is releasing and raising up. So this process of transformation will automatically happen in you as you do it within the statue. So what blessings and what offerings and what your prayers you're giving and what light you're giving to the statue is reflecting from your etheric body, from your karma field, from your merit field, out of you. So when you tune in to the meaning and representation of each one of these statues, and you go through over 100 of them, you're not only giving your best to 100 different frequencies, the deities you're interacting with are giving you their best. And this is where interesting change happens within a person who has a genuine intention to purify, release all the lower emotions to the higher, and bring Dharma light and saturate and sanctify these statues with a very high, pure spiritual essence. Okay, we'll leave it there, and I'll see everybody on the next video.